Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. We working. Shout out to the Patreon patrons, the super chats, the donations, keeping the movement alive and positive. Mayweather McGregor is all everyone's talking about. I will say this, in case you guys seen it, I posted this on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me at Boxingego. Also attached this little ego impressions I did in a few of the videos, and it was cool because Floyd Mayweather actually used the line that I used in the ego impressions. I was like, I'm gonna tax that ass, motherfucker. And then he said that. He said, I'm the IRS. I'm gonna tax that ass in August. So I did this like 3-4 days ago before this press conference even happened. But in case you missed it, here it is.
Hey Mayweather, I heard you had some issues with your taxes. You got jokes? Okay. This motherfucker got jokes? Okay. It's okay. Conor, you don't know shit about boxing. Speaking of taxes, I'm gonna tax your ass when you get in that ring. Easy work, motherfucker. I'm rich, motherfucker. You don't do it for.
And I said Mayweather vs. McGregor press tour preview. So Ego Stradamus strikes again. That was pretty accurate when you actually watched at least the Los Angeles press conference. And shout out to OG Pollard. This is Freddie Roach after Pacquiao paid him for that Jeff Horn fight. Hey. That boy Freddie trying to get his money. But follow me, I'll be posting. But shout out to my dude at Elite Boxing. You guys seen the title of the video. I thought this was noteworthy. This is Conor McGregor. Again, follow Elite Boxing. This is their Instagram page.
He's just a troubled man. You just see it in his face and all. He's just a fucked up man. He's a donkey. Fuck Oscar. He's just a troubled man. You just see it in his face and all. He's just a fucked up man. He's a donkey. Fuck Oscar.
So the question was about, what do you think of Oscar de la Hoya in his pleading with the fans not to support the fight? And he said, fuck Oscar. He's a troubled man. You just see it in his face. That's a really weird face that he's making right there. That's funny. Why is he making this face?
Argentina, muchas gracias por todo el apoyo. He estado aquí ya 3 días y la verdad que el calor que me anda.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I want to know what you guys think. And see, this is my thing. This is people trying to make this like, oh, if you're not a real boxing fan if you watch Mayweather McGregor. That's some bullshit. Because I know more about boxing than a lot of people, and I've invested, and like I quit my job to cover boxing and to do this full time, and I'm talking about Mayweather McGregor. So you ain't gonna pigeonhole me and tell me what I can and can't talk about. There's one boxer, and then there's another fighter that I enjoy, Conor McGregor. I'm gonna watch it, end of story. But I'm also looking forward to Canelo Triple G. And I said this in the past video, as great of a fight for boxing that Canelo versus Triple G, I haven't heard no flames. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen these big productions. They did the press tour, that was cool, but I honestly want to say, maybe because I went to the Los Angeles press tour stop in Linwood for Canelo versus Chavez Jr., I feel like that one damn near got more press than Canelo versus Golovkin. I have literally not seen anything. Now maybe they're holding the big guns and HBO is going to drop the face-offs and the 24/7 closer to September. I don't know. But I'm talking about, as of right now, I haven't really heard much prepping and priming of this fight. It's a good fight. I'm looking forward to it, but I haven't seen much. You know what I'm saying? You go to Triple G's page and he hasn't really even... Okay, he got a trailer that he put July 2nd, you know what I mean, before the 4th of July. And he had a press tour recap. And that's it. Like, it's just a bunch of like trailers and commercials. I haven't really seen too much. I haven't seen too much like him working out or major headlines, things like that. So the bottom line, I told you guys what it is. Canelo Golovkin is a great fight, but they feel threatened by Mayweather McGregor, the fight, or the people putting on the fight. I don't know about Golovkin and Canelo particularly, but at least the people behind it, because they know that this is still in the thunder. Like, I'm not clowning, I'm being honest. I want you guys to participate and interact. But name the most memorable moment from Triple G Canelo, this press conference that you see on the screen. You know what I mean? I don't remember. And the fact that they staged it on the same day as Broner Garcia, that's another thing. Broner Garcia had a press conference the same day as this. So name a memorable moment. But when you think of Mayweather McGregor, there's a couple of them, like Floyd, Dance For Me Boy, or I bounce heads off canvas, look at his suit, track suit. Floyd's like, sit down, you little bitch, and I'm the IRS, I'm gonna tax you. You know what I mean? And we live in a social media age where selling the fight actually helps and benefit. Like I said, there's been great fight. Ward Kovalev, prime example. But in terms of pay-per-view sales, it did not translate. It was a great fight. I went to both of them. I spent my hard-earned money, traveled, even though it's both on the West Coast, I traveled from California to Las Vegas back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back, but in November and again in June, because I wanted to be a part of those historic fights. I think they were big, meaningful fights for the legacy and career of both fighters, etc. But you know what I mean? I shell out cash because I know it takes money to make money and things like that. And I've always spent money, good money, in boxing. But as far as this fight, it needs some life. And I told you guys, Oscar, he looks bad by going at another fight. You just look salty. Him and Bernard Hopkins, they're becoming like the spearhead of anti-Mayweather McGregor. You know what I mean? And to me, you have a fight on the same date. Tell us how good Cotto Kamagai is and why fans should turn into that instead. You know what I mean? Concentrate your energies and your forces on promoting what you got going on. You know what I mean? And I practice what I preach. You don't see me worried about what the next channel or boxing website is doing. I don't care, because I got my own movement, I got my own family to look after, and I got my own life. You know what I mean? So I don't really care what other people are doing. Like Fabulous said, Fabolo, there is no competition. I feel like the competition for me is the man in the mirror. I'm not saying that I'm above anybody or anything like that, but I don't look at people as competition like that, because at the end of the day, I can't spend someone else's paycheck. I can't stop the moves they make. You know what I mean? Since I've been doing this, I have people outright steal and copy ideas. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what's done in the dark comes to light. People are gonna know. You can't bite off the originator of something and get away with it for so long. You know what I mean? People see that, the fans see that, you see that. So all this stuff De La Hoya and Golden Boy are doing to thrash the fight, it's to no avail. You know what I mean? You did all this stuff and left this whole like diatribe about how fans aren't real boxing fans and they shouldn't support the fight. And then at the end of the day, it's not, how's it done? What has it done to prevent it? You still have 1 million people plus watching this particular fight, at least the press tour and stuff, which I would have to think people are being entertained by it, and as a result, they're going to act accordingly, and they're going to put their money behind something that they've been invested in and building up. See, here it is. Like I can't imagine writing all this, telling people, hey, McGregor, he's an MMA fighter. Like why? Now, I know critics will say I'm only writing this letter because my company is promoting what will be the culmination of an outstanding boxing year when Canelo takes on Gennady Golovkin in September. I don't want anything to distract attention away from that fight. But my interest is in the health of boxing as a whole, right? But I don't believe that. I don't believe that's your purpose, because you go over to, like I did the videos, you go over to Showtime Boxing and 2.1 million people are tuning in. This is this is where people go for Showtime Boxing, Showtime Sports. 2.1. So how are you preserving the health of boxing by telling people not to be a part of this or be participants with this fight? I really don't see what this fight is doing to destroy boxing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, boxing cannot go on now. What is it gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what is it gonna do to hurt boxing? If it's a boring fight, people are still entertained on the way up. You know what I mean? It's definitely gonna make money because of the people involved. And Conor's a salesperson. So what, like, really, that's what I'm waiting for. Somebody, 15,000 likes, 1,000 dislikes. UFC right here, 2.3 million. It's like 4 million people paying attention to a boxing related event. And this is only one stop on the press tour. You got UFC's Brendan Schaub working with a boxing expert like Paulie Malignaggi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hard pressed to believe De La Hoya says what and means what he's saying. Like, oh, it's the health of boxing. Boxing ain't going nowhere, because the thing is, this is how I know when it's hate. Because if you really want to preserve the health of boxing, let's say Mayweather and McGregor is a total bust. So was Canelo versus Chavez Jr. That fight that blew to me. I expected it to be at least a tough fight. You know what I mean? And the undercard was predictable, and so was the main event. But boxing went on. You know what I mean? Right back after, you have other Golden Boy cards. There's one this week. You have Canelo versus Triple G. Boxing don't stop for one fight. So even let's say Mayweather McGregor is the worst fucking fight you ever seen, right? And the funny thing is, people are saying it's a mismatch, so it should be entertaining, right? If it's a mismatch, because Floyd is gonna school him and dog him easy, so you're gonna at least see an action fight, right? But people don't want to take that into consideration. But even still, this is at late August 26th, and then a few weeks later, you have Golovkin versus Canelo. So even if this fight was a bust, boxing fans don't lose because they tune into the next event right after. So I don't buy that. I don't buy that what Oscar is preaching about, oh, I'm doing this for the health of boxing, because no one fight is going to determine boxing. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., they fought some questionable people. And I could pull up records. Y'all don't want me to go ego velli on this. I could pull up records where Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Sr. was a champion, and he fought a guy like 0-15 or something crazy. I could pull that up as a champion. Nobody said that ruined boxing or boxing will die out because of this. You know what I mean? So just put it in perspective. This is harming your numbers. As a result, you're not for it. You know what I mean? I appreciate when people are honest. I appreciate honesty, because I think that's a rare trait. A lot of people lie even if they don't have to. They lie because they feel like it's what needs to happen. This fight is doing whatever it's going to do, and you can't stop it. You know what I mean? People are going to, if they want to see it, they're like, oh man, look how big Conor looks next to Floyd. Oh, he put his hand in his face. If people want to get hyped off of that, let them get hyped off of it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I really don't fuck with this new music. I'm from the old school. I like old school music. You check all of my playlists and everything. If you come in my whip, it's like old school stuff. But at the same time, I'm not going to middle schools and high school telling all these other kids, don't listen to that rubber da rub, ducka da ducka da duppa da boo 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 do 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 do. You know what I mean? I'm not telling people what to listen to. So you just come across as a hater, and ultimately you stop nothing, because look at the numbers. So interesting to hear Conor McGregor's thoughts. He says Oscar's a donkey and he's jealous and bitter, and it seems that way. Like, I mean, like I said, you talking about it's gonna ruin boxing. They ain't gonna ruin shit. Look, Floyd yelling, Conor getting pushed back by Dana White, all this stuff is gonna help us sell. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.